Here he is out of command. Took a little dip in the river to cool off, and now we can start our session.
Attaboy.
So remember, no commands given. This is one of the things we do just to make sure if they feel freedom, they don't just immediately run away, right? We not only have a recall, but we also create dogs who just naturally stay close. Good. See that check-in? He looks back and says, maybe I should pay attention to where they are, right? That's good. So off-leash skills is definitely something they learn here. I like that he's confident in exploring.
Me too.
And then after, a little bit of freedom. Good. This is all check-ins. This is relevancy. Good job. We'll practice our recalls, heels, and stays. I like this. Those are in dog language, just checking in.
There is a bubble. If he goes too far, we'll make sure to correct.
We don't want him a mile away.
There's like kind of an imaginary bubble around us. And they learn to understand about how far away from you they can go. And that depends on what you set. I'm setting probably, I don't know, maybe like 30 feet tops.
Yep.
As
and
long
that's
as
the length of the long
around.
line. The length of the long line.
Yeah, it's the length of the long line. Kylo. Good boy. Alright, here we go. Kylo. Come. Good boy. Here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, nice.
Duration heel.
Oh, that's nice.
With Kylo,
That's
you wouldn't
nice.
believe just that move right there would be difficult for him. Even yesterday, you can tell a lot about a dog just by putting a slip lead on and asking them to move in different directions with you.
That's a really good point.
Yep. And if you look at his footage from drop-off, he was constantly lunging, constantly jumping, barking his head off out the car, right? So, you take a dog like that who has ultimate freedom of his own choices and is just being restrained. And, anytime they need control, they just restrain him. It doesn't get the message across to him.
Training versus restraining, right? You put a leash on and the dog, you can kind of control where they're going, but the mind's still crazy, right? He's still going to pull, still not going to be listening. But you were able to restrain them enough to kind of get them from A to B.
Keep them from running away.
Keep them from running away.
Keep them from jumping on something. Keep them from eating something off the ground.
But
they're not learning anything. Actually, they are learning something.
Yeah.
They're learning keep pulling.
The wrong stuff.
Because I'll eventually get to where I want to go.
Yes. And state of mind too. Like the dog will get kind of anxious and frustrated because they're on a leash. And that'll just be the association
to a leash. Yeah.
And to whatever event or outing you're doing, a walk or whatever. So I am teaching him how to walk on a leash. But as you can see, it's not the leash that's keeping him there, right? That's the big difference. Kylo's a pretty smart guy, as is just about every dog that comes in here. I can't even remember the last time a dog struggled with learning a concept that we do because they're so simple. It's really rare, and sometimes a dog needs, I'm a little confused, and then you give a little information to figure it out. It's not hard for them to learn it. What it is that the dogs don't want to listen. That's as simple as that. They don't want to have a leader out there and never land and do whatever they want, right? So now that they've been sent to training, we're asking for compliance. We're asking for a dog to be a companion, a follower, and they're just simply saying no. So it's not the fact that he might have trouble learning the concept of heel or recall or sit or down. No, he's not. He's too smart for that. I don't want to listen. I don't want to be told what to do. And that's why at home, we're going to struggle. We struggle with our dogs. Right there. Because we're getting closer to the car.
The motivations to get to the car.
Boom. Reading the dog's motivation. If you want to get good, you got to be able to read a dog. And a lot of that is reading the dog's motivation, believe it or not. What they want to do and what they don't want every second, so then we can adjust how we respond. So we just seen, I want to go to the car. That produced a mistake, okay? I corrected, he remedied, we're all good. However, when he first came in, and I start doing this, and then this goes for a lot of the dogs, if they see something they want, they leave the command,
Temper
they get a
tantrum.
correction.
Temper tantrum.
Tantrum. I don't wanna.
Biting through leashes, flailing around,
Whatever.
barking at us.
Right. So, entitlement, it all comes out when they finally are somewhere where you can actually hold them accountable.
Right here.
They say no.
Oh, he fixed it.
He's correcting himself to stay follower. That's where we keep our dogs. Follower and us leader. And just like any dog pack, that's maintained on a daily basis. Literally on a daily basis. Sometimes, in the beginning, minute to minute, hour to hour,
Absolutely.
you're still having that conversation until it's solidified. And even then when it's solidified,
Sniffing.
this is all, so we understand, because we've been working with dogs for a long time, and lots of them.
There it goes to the
All
car.
that stuff, like that sniffing and stuff, that's just trying to get out of it. Look, thinking about going to
He
you. All of a
wants to go to
sudden-
the car.
So look at, how good was he walking?
Perfect. And then he
Great,
saw
great.
the car and it's like, oh, see ya.
But what is the car?
The car is something he wants. So if his owner is walking him, it could be a squirrel, it could be a deer, it could be another person, it could be me walking up, right?
And what
So
does
if it
that
all,
boil down to? That just boils down to a dog wanting to do what they want to do.
what they want to
and
do.
Not listen.
Yes,
That's all it is.
absolutely.
That's all it is. So,
And how much he's willing to fight for his freedom to choose.
Yes.
And his is pretty strong.
and what behaviors they give you during the temper tantrum. Some dogs will bite, some won't. Some will just kind of roll around like a crocodile. Others will put on the brakes. Some of them will try everything possible. And
How
then they
many
listen.
leashes has he bitten through here?
I don't know.
3?
It's not a unique quality to Kyle.
Shepherds, yeah.
I mean, yeah, stay. Because what it is my hand's up here, but the leash is right there. They're going to bite anything that's there. So if you can literally, put your fingers on there, you're going to get bit. It's anything.
Let's see how he does with these people walking
Yeah.
by. So at drop off, when he got out of the car and saw me, it was non-stop pulling his owner over to me. So that was what, 3 weeks ago? There's people walking over there. I know he's seen them.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's looking back over at us and he's enforcing his stay.
Yes.
I thought they were going to come closer.
I think they did us a respect, for sure.
He sees them, definitely sees them now.
Which is actually really polite of them. Most people,
Yeah.
most people would come as
Oh,
close
can
as
I
possible.
pet him?
Exactly. Maybe they're just antisocial, but
Whining.
what's the coping skill for whining?
Double down. Good.
And quietness.
Those were silent corrections from Josh. Silent meaning just clicking the collar.
Now we're going to play with the motivation.
He wants to get in the car. So can he prioritize his down over his desire? Wow.
This is really letting you in on the training process, is
Yeah.
what it is. This is like, a lot of times you'll see more of a finish, us past this, and you'll see like, look how good the dog's doing. But right here, see, I said but he's so focused on being released, he heard the release word, right? This is as simple as this. Dog's being told to do one thing, we see the motivation, we use that motivation as an opportunity to teach within the situation. So he's drawn there. I'm telling him to stay. What is he whining for? Is he in pain? Is he sad? Is he hurt? No. Why?
Because he
Complaining.
wants. Yes.
I want a candy bar. Mama, can I have a candy bar?
No.
Can I have a candy bar? I want a candy bar. I want a candy bar. Okay, fine, here's a candy bar. Shut you up. But
Ooh.
next time we're in the store, I know what to do to get a candy. You can give him the candy bar because it'll shut him up and it'll be easier right now. And you'll see the kid happy. So not only does the kid get positive emotions, but we do too because we get to see it happy. But we know that we just fostered a bad habit. Or we can ignore and let the kid just drive us nuts. The ignoring, listen, I worked in the human services field. I've been working with dogs. Go ahead and ignore. Unless it's paired with
Clicking. More
correction.
clicking. Anytime
it's
you
not
see him
gonna-
whining,
it's
he's
not
getting
gonna-
clicked.
It's just not enough. So the kid will get more and more frustrated. And what usually happens is eventually it's so bad that you have to give them what they want because it's going to cause a scene.
Or you can do what most people do with their dogs is just say, I'm just going to leave you at home now. And they'll
or
never
just
see the outside
not
of the
bring
living
them.
room. Yep.
So that's what we're doing here. This is the candy bar, and he's saying, I want a candy bar, I want a candy bar, I want a candy bar. Now, we are providing punishment for the complaining. It's not about the candy bar. It's about how you're behaving towards me.
Yes.
I told you to do this, I said no.
Do you respect me?
And I said, do this instead. So every complaint, that gets corrected then. Okay? This is a dog who's whining a lot because he's been restrained a lot.
Yes.
Right? I wanna do that. I know I can't because I'm obviously being restrained, but I want to.
And eventually they'll give in.
I want to. And eventually you have to give in for your sanity if you don't know how to apply a correction or do something else. There's only really one thing for your sanity you can do, which is either remove the dog or give them what they want. But that's it. That's what this guy's, and he's not unique. We restrain them, they whine. The whining becomes patterned, and it is just simply an associated response to when I want things. Now what we're doing is we're going to change that to calmness. Just be patient, just chill. Just chill, right? Once we've done all of our work with letting him explore his motivations and make all the mistakes, if there's any residual whining, then we'll correct the whining, right? But we're not going to restrain him. We're going to let him, just like now, he can get up and go in that door. I'm not going to stop him. I'm just going to correct him when he does, and then I ask him to come back. It is the most effective. It is the most effective. So then he just says, my ideas, I don't like them anymore. I'm going to do your ideas. And then our ideas work and his don't, and all of a sudden you get a calmer dog. Good boy. All right, stay. Break. Go ahead, break. Little pause to make sure he get going. I like that.
I like that.